Very sad news. Palace issued new decision requiring Charles to officially strip Haz and Meg's titles. The royal family remains rocked by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to move to America. One report says Queen Elizabeth is now telling Prince Charles to take their titles away. Gossip Cop investigates. According, Elizabeth is getting progressively angrier at her grandchildren for using their titles. Markle has penned some letters to Congress and made some personal calls to government officials using her title, which rubbed many the wrong way. Elizabeth is finally listening to the public. A source exclusively reveals, the Queen doesn't want to be the one to strip them of titles. It's not fair that it could be one of her final legacies and she doesn't deserve to have it end on that note. Out of this cowardice, she's ordering her son Charles to do the dirty work. The source concludes, she's told Charles that if he thinks it's the right move, she supports him doing it. She's handed most of the powers to him as unofficial regent as it is. Royal commentator Victoria Arbiter said she believes the Queen will continue to carry out her largely ceremonial duties despite Prince Philip's death and health problems this year. The Queen is devoted to carrying out her duties as monarch despite her son being ready to take on the job, a royal expert has said. Royal expert Victoria Arbiter said that while her son, Prince Charles, and her grandson, Prince William, have taken on more responsibilities following her recent health issues, she will not step back. In November, after being advised to stick to light, desk-based duties due to health concerns, several of her royal engagements were cancelled and the Queen spent a night in hospital. Ms. Arbiter told Australia's 9 Honey, subtle in nature, the changes have been all but imperceptible to the public, but each has been implemented in an effort to relieve the burden on an aging monarch and to ensure a smooth eventual transition from mother to son. In the wake of Prince Philip's death, however, many wondered if she'd consider taking a more significant step back. But rather than opting to formally retire, it's become readily apparent she remains as devoted to her role as ever. Ms. Arbiter said that the Queen's first public appearance after her husband's death at the state opening of Parliament highlighted her devastating loss. The Queen was forced to pull out of the Remembrance Sunday service at the Cenotaph in London due to her spraining her back, the reports. Buckingham Palace issued a statement on her behalf at the time expressing her disappointment for not being able to attend the event to commemorate all the men and women who served in the First World War. Dr. Yusuf Shah, consultant orthopedic spine surgeon at Gloucestershire Hospital's NHS Foundation Trust, wrote in The Sun that it usually takes between 2 and 6 weeks for someone to recover from a back sprain. But because of the Queen being 95 years old, it could take double that amount. He said she was absolutely right to pull out of the service as it would have entailed standing for more hours, putting further pressure on her back. Dr. Shah said it remains to be seen whether the back sprain is just a one-off or if it turns into a long-term condition that comes and goes. Gossip Cop has seen this story 100 times before. Every week, another crummy outlet proclaims that Harry and Markle will lose their royal titles, yet they're still the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This story is hypocritical. It starts by claiming everyone wants the Sussexes to lose their titles, but ultimately says it would colossally rock Elizabeth's legacy. This means that Woman's Day is acknowledging, by attacking Elizabeth as a coward, how controversial such an action would be. The tabloid, therefore, understands why the Sussexes remain the Sussexes. It just wants to attack some royals. For what it's worth, Elizabeth almost certainly isn't bowing to any public pressure. She and Harry are still close. He even named his daughter in her honor, so she's got no beef with them. Daughter in her honor.